Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl. Today I'm making a different kind of video. I've been getting this question a lot since I am a more tenured gamer. A lot of people ask me, how do I play on PC? And so honestly, it's really just something you kind of do over time. I know a lot of my PC player friends, they play with controller, which is completely fine. But for some of my new friends, they've been talking about how they want to play with mouse and keyboard. And so I just wanted to make a quick little video on what helped me play on mouse and keyboard. But again, I'm not like a professional. I've just been playing games for a very long time, so kind of a quick study there. So without further ado, what you need to do is honestly just find a game that you like to play and kind of get a feel for how to play. Really quick, I do have a thingy here. So of course, my game of choice, especially for beginners, I always choose Minecraft. And the reason I do that is really because Minecraft is just so easy to learn, very chill, and you kind of get a feel for everything. So without further ado, we are going to switch over here to Minecraft. All right, so what's important here for new beginners is what everything does. So your mouse is always going to have you look around, just like your analog stick. Okay, so you guys can see I have my what we call the button layout, so you guys can see that. Ouch. So W is always forward, S is always backwards, D is to the right, and A is to the left. That's for every game. And so if you have something to interact with, our interact button is usually F. The crouch for majority games is always going to be Shift and or Control. Jump is always space. All right, and just to help you visually see here, so we've got my controller here. It is plugged in. I hope this doesn't mess anything up, but I mean, it is what it is. My controller. So again, you would look around with these buttons and you move around. So this is now your WASD, and this button is now the mouse. And so your jump, which is normally your cross, is now the space bar. All right, and to go through the inventory, keyboard, you can just press the number. So if it's the first item, you press number 1. Open your inventory is E. And honestly, Minecraft is great because there's also PvP, so it's a lot of great practice. So really, you're just used to your hands being kind of close together here. So now you can see the button mapping. Another great starter game I always recommend is Roblox, just because it's chill and they've got so many different kinds of games that you can play and practice with. Again, if you are a beginner, just pick a game where you can kind of just walk around, kind of get a feel for everything, and then just take it from there. But if you're looking to play more shooters, so this is great practice. So for my more advanced folk who's kind of getting used to things, these are some things that you should check. So you want to go to your settings and go down to keyboard and mouse. And so you want to check your sensitivity. If you feel like you're spinning too fast, you want to turn this down. If you feel like you're turning too slow, you're going to want to turn this up. And if you just look through, there's a lot of cool settings that'll help you, like auto jump and what each button does. So button 1 is your left click. Button 2 is the right click. So 1 and 2. And number 3 is the scroll. And so on and so forth. The main buttons that work for every game, and you can always change the key bindings is what we call it. And depending on your computer and what game, you also want to go to video and check your graphics. Depending on your PC quality, I definitely recommend looking at your video settings in case you can turn them down. So most games are on high settings, especially like NPS, looter shooters, anything like that. So you can always go to the video settings and you can go ahead and change that. All right, and that is basically my tutorial on how I started to play on keyboard and mouse, and those are some things to look out for. But honestly, it's like muscle memory, just like how you learn how to play on a controller. The more you do it, the better you'll be at it. So don't give up when it gets difficult. So once you get kind of a feel for having your hands on the keyboard and the mouse, then you can start to practice on your favorite game like Fortnite, something more lax, instead of jumping into a game like Apex Legends, which I don't recommend for new keyboard and mouse players since it's a little more competitive. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.